Hello. Okay, so I told you last month and the month before that and maybe the month before that that I was going to be better about these monthly vlogs. So I don't know what that was. Hey. It is currently July 10th, so we're not even near the end of the month, and look at me doing a check-in. Who am I? Can you believe it? We are in a hotel, in case you couldn't tell. Why do I keep rhyming? I don't know what's going on. I am experiencing moon time, which is probably too much information, but it's my YouTube, so I do what I want. And because of that, we have been blessed with an indoor status, a bed, a personal bathroom, which I am very grateful for, and the ability to shower and eat food from a refrigerator. So I'm living the good life right now, obviously. A couple of people have commented on some of my recent videos, basically just saying something to the effect of like, I'm glad you're still staying positive and like smiling, and this is just my default status. I am just this way, even under stress sometimes. Like I just want to be very clear, I have very bad moments too, like where I'm totally grumpy and not very nice and friendly. I'm sure people can tell you about those, but even during my most stressful times, it's difficult for me to stay very low for very much of the time. I feel like I probably just wouldn't get out of bed if I didn't default to this. So yeah, it's not really an intentional like I'm staying positive sort of thing, just to be clear. This is just me coping and existing with the never-ending cruelty of my life. All right, so so far I have done a lot of Patreon work while I've been here, but I've also done something very fun, and that was film like a little video unboxing with my new paint set. My friend got me this paint set. So okay, a little bit of backtracking. I don't know how to hold this, so I just put it on my shoulder. Like, you know when you're younger and you have like a boombox on your shoulder and you'd walk around school, like, was that just me? That's not just me, it's in movies. I've seen it in movies, but I specifically did it when I was like in 5th grade with Spice Girls tape. So like picture little Cassie, which was like chubby with brown hair, so kind of the same. And I would have like Spice Girls blasting, so it's like, yo, I'll tell you what I want, but like from my little thing here, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. And yeah, I was a nerd. So anyway, about these paints, they are very, very cute. These are like jelly gouache, so I'm gonna try to show you. I'm gonna have better clips of like the actual paint stuff when I open this, but you can see they're so pretty, right? Like, so I'm actually going to be painting like little original paintings for my top tier. My top tier on Patreon gets like a little special reward in addition to my sticker club and art club rewards. They get everything. So I'm going to be painting like little flowery things for them. I'm probably going to do that today or tomorrow, but I will try to record it if I can remember, and then I can include it here. This set is so cool though. So my friend got me this because I couldn't find my own paints in storage, and I've been like complaining, because I'm a complainer, about how badly I wanted to try painting again, because I haven't in a while. Like I only have my iPad, and we've been living in the car for like 3 months now. So it's been a while since I've been able to actually do like physical painting and stuff, and now I can. So I also got this little sketchbook, which I already got paint on, whoops. But I use this for my swatches for those paints, where like, you know, this way you can see what colors they are and stuff, and I wanted to specifically keep track of which area I put them in because I reordered them. I obviously had to put them in like a pretty rainbow order, so yeah. And then this. And then I made this little painting with the leftover paint from my brush when I was doing the swatches. So this is so hard to get into the same frame as me. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. Otherwise, nothing really exciting is going on. I've just been working on content and like reward stuff for my Patreon. This is why I don't do a lot of these check-ins throughout the month, because I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know, it's boring. I've been reading. I'm working on a reading vlog right now, so it's probably gonna go up way before my monthly vlog does, but I'm reading books with water on the cover for like summer vibes. I don't know, it seemed good. So yeah, so far that's not going well, because so far I've read 3 out of 4 books, and I've hated 2 out of 3 of the ones that I've read, so ooh. Not great, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, I don't know what else to do for this check-in, so I'm just gonna go. But officially I am better at July's check-in than I have been at any other month preceding this one. So all right, I will try to do another check-in, at least one more, a couple, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, see you soon, or not. Bye. Hey, okay, so it's been a while since I filmed a check-in, honestly like a couple of weeks at this point, and I am going to just film this outro and get it out of the way so that I can say it's done. These little monthly vlogs where I like show snippets with music and stuff like that, they're a little bit difficult for me because I feel like I'm letting myself down maybe, or like letting the video down, I don't know, by not regularly like checking in and speaking to the camera. And it kind of makes me feel like I'm not doing these well enough. So if you enjoy watching these videos, like the ones like this one specifically, can you let me know? Because otherwise I probably won't do these anymore, and I might just do like book related things, because those at least I feel comfortable just listing or talking about books while I'm reading them, versus like, should I share this about my life? Because it's kind of depressing and boring. Yeah, so a little bit of a life update. I don't really have a lot to share. We're kind of like in this holding pattern, like we're waiting for summer to end basically. We're just trying to get through it. It is so hot here, but I don't trust my car to make it anywhere else, between like the tires and just the car itself and like the noises it makes and the things that we're putting it through, because we need the AC so often living in our car. I'm just really scared that we'll like take a trip somewhere and end up in a desert and be stranded and not have anything, and not have any like way to cool us, not have any way to cool us down, not have any way to go anywhere or anybody to call for help. I mean, I have AAA, but like, you know, if you don't have reception, like it's just, there are so many things, and I'm an anxious person already. So just thinking about that makes me so scared. So we're going to wait until probably September, I think, or maybe early October, just when it starts cooling down a little bit. And we're going to start making our way out. we're going to start making our way out east. We're not gonna be going too far east. Ideally we're gonna be stopping in like the Midwest somewhere. We really just want to find some place where we can kind of like settle down and find a place to rent to us that isn't too expensive, and that won't require us to make like 4 times the amount of rent when the rent is $1,600. If I could afford that, I would buy a house. Like, don't be silly. We'd like to find a place to rent like long term. We did do a GoFundMe previously, like a couple months ago, so we have money that we can give them, even as like a show of faith of like, here's several months at once, so that you know that we're like willing to pay and we can do it. Unfortunately, we did not have any luck finding anything like that here, and then my boyfriend lost his job, so the only like stable on paper income we have, but besides like my shop or my deliveries or my Patreon, which, as we all know, like they tend to fluctuate a little bit, especially the deliveries with people lately. They have been so stingy. But yeah, it changed things. And so now we're just trying to find a place that we can be like, look, please, just for like 6 months, just for like a year, can you just let us prove to you that we can pay this and we can come up with the money, and we'll give you several months at once, just rent to us, please. Hopefully we'll have better luck finding somebody to do that in the Midwest. And worst case scenario, one of the other things that we don't have here are like weekly or monthly motels or hotels or whatever. There are a lot of places in other states, even where I'm from in Florida, where you can pay like weekly or monthly to stay in a hotel. Here, they don't have that. And I don't know what's up with California, or maybe it's just Northern California. I don't know what it is, but you have to pay every day. Like, you can't just get a cheaper rate. And I have people messaging me all the time about stuff, like trying to be helpful, and I know they're trying to be helpful, but sometimes it's so frustrating because it's like, I've exhausted these options, like I've looked these things up and they do not help me. A lot of people mention like an extended stay hotel, and there's an extended stay in the hotel right next to the one we're in, and it costs more, and that's because it has a kitchenette. They don't offer cheaper weekly rates. You don't get a cheaper monthly rate. You just get a kitchen in your room, which makes your room cost more than a room that did not have a kitchen. I do think that there are some extended stays where maybe they let you do it like weekly or monthly, but for some reason, just in this part of California or Sacramento or like around me, I don't know, they don't do it. We've called hotels, we've asked hotels that we've even been staying in for like longer periods of time. A friend put us into a hotel once for like 11 days, and we asked them at that point, and they were just like, no, like you can pay every day. We are getting it a little bit cheaper, thankfully, because we're here so often, and that helps because we come here like once a month so that I can deal with my moon time woes. Too much information probably, sorry. But yeah, it's so much to deal with. And I think I'm honestly doing a little bit better now than I think I was previously. I had a lot of mental stress on me from most of it was just from myself, but also just from like worrying about what other people were thinking, worrying about what other people might say or might think or might have as an opinion of me. Mostly I was worried about people who like whose opinions I valued thinking less of me because of the situation, which obviously probably would be easy to do if you're not an empathetic sort of person. Hopefully the people that I know are very empathetic, and so far they've proven to be, which brings me to the people I don't know. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I will say that I've had a couple of encounters with people who do not know me or know anything about me really, besides what I put on the internet, which, if you don't know, by the way, everybody's YouTube videos are extremely curated to show the best of what they're doing or what they have. If you don't know how the internet works and you're on the internet, I feel like go find a course or something about just like basic common sense on the internet and how it works, because just because someone's showing you something anyway. And these people have the opinion, well, they have a lot of opinions actually, about me and my life and what I'm doing wrong or what I could be doing differently or what I could be doing better. And for a while, I was very concerned about what people would think or what people would say. And then I had a couple of people who don't have any common sense, apparently, and decided to actually vocalize those things to me. And that brought me to the incredible realization that I do not actually fucking care. I don't care. I don't care. I was so worried. I was so worried for, you know, the months leading up and in this situation that somebody might message me and say something unkind. And then somebody did. And my first response was go fuck yourself, because I don't care. Like, don't you have anything better to do? Like, I have enough to deal with right now. Don't you? Don't you have enough to deal with in your own life? You're out here judging me for mine. And I think that was actually a really good thing, because realizing that freed me. It freed me from caring. It freed me from feeling like I can't share or I can't post or I can't do certain things because I didn't want people's opinions of me to be negative or to be something that I don't feel is true. And then I realized, oh, I've had so much introspection lately, because then I realized a lot of my self-worth is based on like the looking glass self and like what other people think of me or what I think other people think of me. And I want to control that. Like, I want to make sure that people understand me. Like, that's something that me as a person, Cassie, I have such a deep need that I want to be understood by people, because I feel like for most of my life, I wasn't, or I haven't been. I feel like I've been misconstrued in a lot of situations, or just like sometimes when I say something, the person takes it wrong. Like, it, not even in a negative way, but it's just even in a basic neutral way. It's just like, I'm like, oh, the sky looks really cloudy today, and somebody's like, oh yeah, like you hate cloudy weather. Like, I was just commenting on it. Like, I was just saying how it looked. Like, there was no negative or positive connotation. Like, I was just mentioning it. But like little things like that where it just, I feel like the way I come off, I feel like the way that I try to present myself is not necessarily the way that people see me or the way I actually come off. And that's hard. Sometimes it's hard to deal with the fact that trying your best to make yourself understood and seen as what you believe yourself to be, no matter what, there are people who will not see you that way. There are people who won't believe the best of you. There are people who will believe the worst time and time again, even when you've shown them or when you've gone above and beyond trying, in your opinion, to prove that those things aren't true. I'm going off on a tangent for a monthly update, right? But really, all of this is just to say that I think this situation, as much as it sucks, has helped me realize that I was putting entirely too much focus on that. Entirely too much focus on what other people thought, on what other people's opinions of me were. And I still do it. I still do catch myself doing it. I'm probably always going to. But I think it's important to recognize it for what it is now, and to realize that before I could say like, oh, I didn't get a lot of likes on that post, so it's fine, you know, people still like me, maybe they're just not seeing it. But now it's just like, okay, people might not like me, people might hate me. I don't have any likes because people don't like it. Who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. And I know this is not news for some people. Like, there are a lot of people who already are just sitting there and maybe watching this and are like, duh, like, obviously it doesn't matter. Nothing fucking matters, girl. Like, what? It took me till now to realize. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue to do me. I'm gonna do the best that I can. It is what I've always done. It's what I'm used to. It's the only thing I know to do. It's what I'm always gonna do. If there are people out there who don't like it or don't think that I'm doing the best that I can, go fuck yourself. That's it. That's it. That's my update. And I guess I'm just gonna end on that. I can't think of any good segue to leave this video, so thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. If you support me, because I promise you it means so much. It means so much more than the people who don't. So you have to know that. If you're commenting, if you're liking my posts, if you're watching these videos, please know that it means so much more to me than the random people that don't know me or that feel it's their need to set me straight on my own life. Thank you. Thank you to the people who aren't those people. Yeah. Okay, so we'll see if I do an August video like this. I might just do a book one only. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you like these where I'm just talking to you and kind of checking in, if that is something that you are entertained by or feel is relatable, or whatever reason people watch videos. Let me know if it's doing it for you, because if it's not, I will stop. takes effort and it takes energy. And if you don't like it, what am I doing it for? Don't you love how I just spent the whole thing saying, like, I don't care what people think. Fuck you if you don't like me. But if you don't like me, please let me know so that I can change my behavior. I hope you understand the distinction between that and this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't know what I'm doing. Bye.